for joining us on another episode of comSpark TV. Today we have Dwayne Emerson, Chief Technology Officer and Head of Engineering at BT Global Services. Thank you for being here today. Good morning. What emerging technologies do you think will make a significant impact in the market?
Yeah, sure. So there's several technologies. I'd like to call it the now period, and that's technologies like software-defined networking. That's supposed to bring a lot of simplicity and reduce a lot of costs for customers. So I think SD-WAN and other software-defined networking technologies is ready to go now. But if we look a year or two ahead, there are some neat ways to apply machine learning and deep learning techniques to IT to further simplify the way people do business and handle their day job. But looking sort of mid-long term, there's already starting to be a lot of advertisement with things like 5G wireless, which we use today for simple applications to get on our network with things like Facebook. But the applications with 5G go way, way beyond that. It can actually help enterprises get much further into the way they use their network. And then lastly, I think blockchain has a lot of potential. There's a lot of use for that in the enterprise, not just in the banking industry. So there's a few things out there that's very interesting. A lot of that's being shown here today.
What are the benefits and risks of implementing new technologies?
Yeah, so I've been at this for about 29 years now, and that's an interesting question. So some of the benefits, like I said before, is it promises simplicity. That's sort of the benefit of everything. Because for many, many years, technology has been very, very difficult to implement in an IT infrastructure. So the other thing that folks are looking to do with new technologies as a benefit is reduce their cost. But unfortunately, some of the problems and risks with doing that is security and also data privacy and data protections, because there's a lot of different rules and regulations and things that you have to comply with in certain parts of the world to make sure data flows in the correct way to meet the regulational requirements. So it can be very complex.
When you create new network architectures, how do you approach it?
Yeah, so it used to be, what is the problem we're trying to solve, and very much the case still today. But we now take a look at architectures and say, what's the most important thing? So where it used to be that you had a network that provided services to applications, we're now migrating to a way where you have applications that demand resources. And with that, you also think about security. It used to be a bolt-on, now it needs to be built in. So you have a security-first architecture or a mobile-first architecture or an application-first architecture. And you start there, and then you start to dig deeper down into those different technologies is typically the better way to do it these days.
What makes comSpark relevant to you and your company?
Yeah, so a lot of people think this is where all the IT guys come, all the people that understand computers, but it's so much more than that. If you think about technology today, some of your beds today have technology in it, like the Sleep Number bed. It sort of understands when you're sleeping and stuff like that. So the point is that it's not just for IT folks, it's for everybody to come and understand technology a little bit better. But the real benefits to me and my company is understanding the talent and trying to develop that talent in high school and in college so that they can better help us in the IT industry going forward to build a better tomorrow using different techniques that some of the older folks in the industry didn't have available to them when they started their career. So it's really about the talent, and it's really about the social networking and understanding what other companies are doing with the technology. So I encourage everyone to come down and check out comSpark.